Hey, doll, how are you?
I'm okay, so I'm going to try to make it not blinding for you.
That's all right.
How's things? Oh, I can even put you up on a little pedestal.
Nice.
I'm going to put you on a pedestal. Literally, Olivia.
Thanks, doll.
How?
Merv's gonna come and sit with me, all right? Just we if that's cool with you.
Fine.
Um,
Hello, Merv. He's not there yet.
he's coming. He was trying to help me find my hair clip because it's so muggy that my hair is sticking to my neck at the moment.
Hi, how you doing?
Welcome to therapy.
Thank you.
First time.
Yeah. So,
Olivia, are you on a desktop or a laptop?
desktop.
Okay. I was going to say just go meh, so I can see him, but it's okay.
Yep, I can do that.
For a good job. Team.
We watched my last therapy session back this morning.
We.
Me and Merv. Yeah, me and Merv watched them.
Yeah.
Because it was, as you know, my therapy videos are the ones that I tend to watch back as soon as they're online, right? But given how therapy went last time, I kind of avoided it, but I always watch them before I speak to you. Anyway.
Why did you avoid it?
Because it's weird. I was saying this to Merv this morning. Like, when I cry and I get upset and all of these things, I second guess everything, and then I'm like, people will think I'm crazy. Why do I do this? And all the bad stuff.
You're worried that it means that you're going to go backwards because you have changed your life so dramatically that you're worried that what does it mean if I'm not feeling good today? And what it means is that today's a bad day.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you're going backwards. It doesn't mean that everything's going to shit. It doesn't mean any of that. It means today is a bad day.
Exactly, and I'm getting that because like I said, we did watch it, and it was it was fine. Like it was like all the rest of the videos that I worry about, and fine. And Merv and I made a video together last night because
we're getting Merv in on it. You're going to be famous.
Well, we're working on it. Work in progress.
I'm not sure if I remember telling you in the past that I want to be a live streamer and I want to live stream my life, yeah? Well, Merv thinks it's an awesome idea, and we've come up with a name of a domain and what we want to call ourselves, which I'll tell you when the camera's not on.
I'll tell you something when the camera's not on too, but it's fine. So
yeah. It's getting the equipment we need. So I guess the most important thing to tell you that's happened since we spoke last is that when we spoke, I told you that the landlord had put the house on the market and 3 people had already gone through.
Correct.
Well, there was 5 offers or 4 offers or something put in. 5 people inquired, 3 people put in an offer on the house, yeah? 2 of the people who put offers in on the house were 30-day settlements and tenants out. And the third one was a 60-day settlement investment, like an investor.
With tenant.
Yeah, with the tenant. So from what we've been told, our landlord chose to accept the investment offer, even though the offer was less than the other 2 offers, on the provision that we were included in the contract. Like we were like written in, tenants are staying. We had to agree to a weekly rent, and it was like all done over the phone, like the day after I spoke to you, I think it was. And it was all done over the phone, and we had to agree to $450 a week rent, which is, we were paying $275 to $450. It's a big jump.
Big gap.
Personally, and Merv knows I know this obviously, that I don't believe the house is worth what they're asking, but as the agent who was selling said, we got to deal with one problem, which is getting the investments to buy, and then once that's all done, we go in and we then look at the rental side of things.
And you have other options, like you can always leave.
Yeah, we can,
I don't know how the rental market is up there, but it's not great anywhere.
It's
ever.
not.
Not great here either.
It's not here either.
Can't that it would be. It's a mining town. Lots of someone at my door. Sorry, that was weird.
That's okay. So we are keeping it. We don't know if they'll be giving us a 6 or 12-month lease or whatever it is, but at least we don't have to, you know,
Worry.
we have a home.
There's worry. It's financial worry. But let's talk about some possible relief things. Like there's rental assistance.
Yes.
That's
Like-
all I got.
I'm not overly worried about the money side of things, I guess. It's more the principle for me, I think, that it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. As my sister said, you can get 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom in Melbourne for less than that, all the same price. But it is what it is, and I guess the overall lesson for me was to keep a hold of my faith, because I knew we'd be fine. I've always been fine. I'm very lucky when it comes to certain stuff like houses and whatnot. And as I figured out after the fact, like, it's idiotic to me to get rid of the house in Melbourne for what it costs, right? So it's always there as a backup until whatever, because someone else is using it. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's a nice safety net. If all of it goes to shit, there's a place to go. And, you know, it might mean a lot of change for both of you. But a safety net is just that. You know, it's a last resort so that you're protected and you have somewhere safe and appropriate to go that you feel, you know, secure in, comfortable in. Yes, it's a really long way away, but
Yeah.
We're feeling pretty good, I think, about the house and everything, so to speak, now, at least for the meantime.
But I think I'm going to validate that it is really hard. Really hard. And when I have a number of clients that are house hunting, you know, I've had to house hunt lots of times. When somebody says you have 60 days or 30 days, I'm not sure even how they would go about that, but from a legal perspective, but if you have 60 days to find somewhere else to live in this market, there is worry, there is distress, there is urgency. And I think all of your emotions of, oh my God, this is insurmountable, like, yeah, some emotional dysregulation there, yes, but the emotion underneath it, the fear is valid. How it expresses, look, we all have that.
Yes, well, you've been in my head saying opposite action, Olivia, on repeat for about a week.
Well, I'm glad you listened.
Oh, it's non-stop. Like, so yesterday...
Merv just laughed at me. Hi, Merv.
Well, we talk about you, obviously.
Yeah. Talk about a lot.
So I mentioned the whole Dollar Man thing, and the day I spoke to you was the day after they'd come with the cake and the fucking me walking out, right? And I had said to Merv, you know, something needs to be done. And I kept telling him throughout the week, you really need to go and talk to him, yeah? Now, I don't truthfully give an F, you know, if I see this man or not, because I don't think he's a very nice guy the way that he is. But in saying that, so what I care about is the kids and their relationship with Merv, because he's like their granddad, yeah? And I've always done I went above and beyond, like, for this family. Like, I've spent hundreds of dollars on these people, and for no other reason except that I genuinely liked them. And yeah, I kept saying to Merv, every time I'm around this man, I can feel how much he dislikes me, and I don't know why. And then he came the following, like, Saturday, so not Saturday just been, but the one before.
Yeah.
And look, we're ourselves, yeah, okay? I can only listen to a person for so long, but like this whole not my monkey, not my circus business is utter bullshit in my mind. If you see something or hear something or know something and someone needs to be helped out or something or other. So Dollar Man's here, and I watched the therapy session this morning, and I was like, I was doing the dishes. He came in, and I was like, I was the one that answered the door, and I immediately was like, here's a beer, have a beer, gave them to both of them, and assumed Merv would take him outside to talk in private. Merv did not do that. And because I was...
Merv, could you not read her mind?
No, not this time.
No.
I'm guilty.
Losing your skills with women here.
Oh, tell me about it.
So I went back to doing the dishes because I truly thought in that moment if I left the room to go and fold washing or something, it would be taken badly because I'd already left the room and it was, he came back. So I'm doing the dishes, trying to mind my own business. Trying. But I can hear everything, yeah? Because they're right there.
We've met. Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, Dollar Man is talking about this cash in hand job that he's doing. Right. Now, with this whole house being put through the market and the investor buying, we have had inspection, so many different people come, council, building pests, inspection after inspection that we've had to go through for the sale, right?
You know there's no snakes in your...
There is nothing. We're good. Right? Now,
It's like the best part.
he's been doing this cash in hand job.
Jackson.
Right? And we were talking about
Jackson.
how the
Enough.
shade
Hey.
sale had to come down. Just
Really?
one of those things you get from Bunnings. Just literally a shade sale. And the council were like, you need to remove it, yeah? And it was really bizarre. And so Merv was telling him about it, right? And he starts telling Merv about the job that he's doing and all the work and everything that's being done by this guy, who's paying him this cash in hand job. And Merv is like, you give him a heads up just to make sure he knows he might need council approval based on what, you're saying he's building, considering we needed council approval for a fucking shale seed. You know what I mean?
I can't believe you need council approval for a shade sale.
Neither can we.
I can't figure it out. It's never before, but council said you've got to take it down because you haven't got approval.
Yeah, it's like a removable thingamadoobie.
Yeah, literally. But they had to take
Flip
it
it.
all down and everything to be considered compliant, yeah? So Merv says to him, give the guy you're working for, a heads up. Just do the right thing. Dollar Man says, not my problem. And I think I heard him say, not my problem, 3 times. And I was doing everything I could to go in my head, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
And I'd already reiterated again that, just as a courtesy, tell the man, because it's no point getting through it all and then finding out.
Spend $10,000 on it, and then you have to rip it down, and then have
That's
to spend
dead
another
right.
10 to back up 3 weeks later when you get your permit.
Yep.
Yep, so Merv has said it, Merv has reiterated it, and now I have heard this man say, not my problem, 3 fucking times.
Of course,
On the
order list
4th
that you
time,
make
he
the
said,
person do anything. No, you cannot.
say that again.
You can't make somebody else do anything. Your values are not his values.
Oh yeah, but you know me though. So I heard it for the 4th time and I was past it by this point. I had held my tongue for as long as I possibly could, right? So I turned around and I was like, wouldn't you want someone to give you a heads up if it was you building something and spending all of this money, and then you've got a worker who's been told that circumstances that they cannot have a shade sale, which is nothing in comparison to what this is being built. I said, wouldn't you want someone to do the right thing? And he just looks at me and he's just like, so rude. And then he's so defensive, and he's like, I said that there's going to be an inspection and this, that, and everything else. And we're like, no, you're saying to us, it's not your problem, you don't care. And I was like, it's not a nice look on anyone. I was like, there is no need to be like this. So he gets up and he's just like having a fucking, huh?
Did he just go, okay, bye?
Got up.
Pretty much.
And he came over and then he goes, let's have it out then. Let's talk about that hissy fit that you had. And I said, what, a hissy fit? I said, yeah, are you fucking serious? I said, you lied and gaslight me in my own fucking house. I said, and I walked out. I said, you're fucking lucky I did walk out, right? Because I would have lost my fucking mind, yeah? And so he's going at me saying, you're having a hissy fit and you've done this and you've done that and it's none of your fucking business and blah fucking blah. And I just, look, the only part of what I actually regret doing was I slammed my hand down onto the bench and went, shut the fuck up, stop gaslighting me in my home. And he goes, I don't even know what gaslighting is. I said, go home and read the fucking dictionary because your face should be right next to it, yeah? Yeah? So we had it out, yeah? And I walked out of the room because Merv is going like this. And I'm saying, what the fuck? Say something.
I'm out.
Like, I don't, you know.
At least he tried to.
I walked outside. He walked out the front. I walked out the back. Obviously, you know, because this whole thing, I said to him, I was like, all you had to do that day you were here was tell your son that you'd forgotten to send the link about the university and just sent it to him. I said, that would have been super simple, but you threw me under the bus, you lied and you gaslit me, right? So we find out after the fact, yeah, because Merv walks out with him, that he didn't forget the link whatsoever. He passed it off as his own. So the son did know about it and has decided to do it and agrees that this degree is perfect, right? It's just that when I mentioned it, the son had no clue, right? And apparently the son asked him after they left the house, what is she talking about, right? And he was like, oh, forgot to tell you, she went to the trouble to find the fucking information. You know what I mean? Like, and so
he did own that.
Huh?
Said, did he own it? He said that was actually her. Who gave
after
the argument.
But at least he said it. But
yeah.
Here's the thing. You don't need to worry about, I mean you do because he's in your life, but your choices are how you engage people. And, you know, sometimes people are going to do the wrong thing by you. People are going to take credit for your homework. People are going to be rude to you. People are going to disregard the things that you suggest to them. And you don't have to be that. Like, people, especially the ones who do you wrong, you don't have to be the person. You can just be like, okay, you live with your choice. I get to live with me. Because you're the one who has to just sleep with you. So you get to choose how you are and don't bring yourself to
no.
that.
Well, you're 100. Like I said, I have felt this negative feeling, energy around this man basically since the second time I met him. Yeah. And I've openly said, I want nothing to do with this man. But I had no intention of making it difficult for Merv because, like, I live with Merv, yeah? Anyway, the Saturday it happened, I obviously had a full-blown breakdown, and I said to Merv, I was like, you have to go and see him. I was like, go and see him tomorrow. Get this stuff sorted out. You must speak to him. You cannot leave it like this. But he did. Hey. And so I continued to be like, please go and see him. Like, we cannot leave it like this. It's the children that I care about, right?
Yes, but, yes, and, because you know I don't like the word but, yes, and, sorry to talk about you like you're not here, Merv, but
Still good.
that's a Merv problem, not an Olivia problem. And if Merv, you've told him, if he doesn't want to listen, then Merv has to live with it.
Yeah, that's helpful to see because I get that.
Sorry,
Because
Merv.
No. You perfectly correct in everything you're
The
saying.
truth is, you can, and I'm going to say, in all best intentions, you're like, come on, this means a lot to you. I know this means a lot to you. And I think in your way, you're trying to motivate him to do it for your intention of being like, this will make your life better. This makes you happier. This is what's good for you.
yeah,
And I love that about you. But he has to choose to do it. And it has to be because he wants to do it. And maybe there's reasons, sorry, Merv, that he doesn't want to do it, whether it's his own stuff or whether he doesn't want to be vulnerable. Having hard conversations might make him uncomfortable. Lots and lots of reasons that he could then talk to you about. But he has to choose to do that. And I appreciate where you're both at. And if Merv loses these people in his life who he cares a lot about, that will be shit for Merv. And I do hope that he does, go and raise it and make sure it keeps the connections in his life. But maybe the kids, yes, but maybe the values being so different from his friends and him, maybe there's, and maybe for a long time before he met you, Merv didn't see that, and now he does, and there's just that little bit of distance, and maybe Merv's also okay with that.
Yeah, you're right. It's I see him. Well, I see a lot of people in a different light now. Things that I've obviously been blind to prior to that make a difference in how I view them and how I interact with them.
We grow and we change, and I think, with friendships particularly, it's a very hard thing. Like, are you friends with someone because they value add to your life and you value add to them? Is it reciprocal vulnerability, reciprocal support, reciprocal encouragement, reciprocal grumpiness sometimes even? But when relationships are not reciprocal, or you have such different ideas, then we can't be friends just because we've been friends for, since grade school. Like, then we're not really friends. Then we're people who are put together.
yeah, that makes sense. That is what I've thought, because as Merv has just said, I am nothing if I'm not someone who can open your eyes and mind to other possibilities and perspectives in life. Like, I'm very open about what I think.
Great. And there are times that you and Merv, as reciprocal friends, are going to disagree.
Oh, for sure.
He's going to do things that are going to piss you off. She's going to do stuff that pisses you off. Like, that's the best part of friendships. Like,
That's human nature.
Together, as long as we're on the same value structure, and we choose the values of respect and kindness and support. And you guys have that. That's fine. When it comes to outside friendships, that's how it is. And friendships flex and they wane. Sometimes we're really close and then things happen. You have kids or something. For me, for example, Libby knows I've got kids.
Yeah.
And then you distance from some people sometimes because things are different. And then it might be that life brings you a bit closer together. It might be that you don't see them anymore and it's somebody I used to know. There's a song about it.
There is indeed. Well, it's interesting you say that, because Merv did go and see him Saturday just been.
Good job, Merv.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
This therapy session is very helpful because that's not how I felt, right? So I was.
But it is good because he did it. He decided I want to talk to my friend, have it out, or what?
Yeah.
You guys hot? Let me just check. Is upstairs hot?
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, we're melting.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy. Look at this.
Yeah.
My heater's on.
No, I've.
No. No heaters, thank you very much.
I'm dripping in sweat.
It's about 88, 89% humidity at the moment.
This heater's on.
No way.
Yeah, no. We turned the air conditioner off so we could talk without any noise in the background.
Yeah, but it is hot for sure. So. Yeah, well.
You can keep it.
Yeah, it's a lot hotter here. So Merv went on Saturday and, to figure out what is going on. And he came back 4 hours later, and because I said to him, I was like, please, whatever you do, don't rush home because that's only going to stir the fucking pot. Yeah, they already don't like me, right? But, so we went and he seen them and whatever, and, do you want to tell her?
Yeah, we talked and just had general conversation to start with. You know, how's the family, what the kids doing, how the kids are going, talk to the kids. Ella asked how Liv was. I said she's okay, she's at home, and she misses you. And then the conversation got round to, okay.
Don't use any more names, though.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Beep.
Yeah,
Beep.
That's what
it's
I'll
only
do.
for them.
She'll just go beep over the editing.
Yeah.
I don't edit these.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost you.
Yeah, no. We had a conversation and it got round to where things are at with everybody. And it come back that his predisposition to people who have used or use any form of drug, illicit or otherwise, unless it's prescribed by a doctor.
I'm prescribed marijuana.
Including that.
So prescribed marijuana or Olivia's history?
He didn't even know my history
Didn't know the
until
history.
Saturday, so it's kind of inadvertently.
Yeah, but he has a predisposition to a intolerance of people who have been down that path for whatever reason, and doesn't want to associate. It doesn't want the kids to associate.
Well, he doesn't even want the kids anywhere near me, so I fell apart because I love kids, right? And I love these kids, yeah. And you know, like I went out of my
Is he
way.
the dad?
Yeah.
He's the dad.
Mm-hmm. And for me to be told that I am not allowed around someone's children, and as far as I'm concerned, the marijuana is utter bullshit because he's known me for this whole time, and I've been frickin' vaping marijuana this entire time, and not once have I done it in front of him or the kids.
It's
Right.
an excuse.
It's an excuse. Yeah, it's 100%. It's an
The only,
excuse.
the only thing that was evident at any time during was when we were out the back one time and Liv was
I chopped a mix.
chopped a mix, but
Kids
Never-
like 11.
never talked about it, never said what it was. As far as anyone was concerned, it was tobacco because he smokes.
He smokes cigarettes.
He smokes rollies,
And
and that's the sum total of exposure that the kids have had.
Exactly. So, and he came back plenty of times after that. It's 100% an excuse.
we don't want to glamorize substances, and I think, Olivia, many times you've been very, very transparent about your past and how it hasn't done you any favors.
No, of
which
course.
is why you don't continue to use. Like, that's why you changed your whole life.
Yeah, exactly.
At great distress and disdain and difficulty, you made huge changes to your life. And prescription drugs, prescription medicine, would he? I think this is the challenge. Whilst it has a social stigma, it's controlled, it's reviewed, and it's like, would you have the same issue with antidepressants?
It's the
Like,
same
if the
thing.
doctor's prescribing a medicine for you, you're not,
Getting it down the street by the, exactly. Yeah.
But he's come in with that predisposition, and I don't think anything anybody says is going to change that view that he's got.
no.
If you're
But
tainted with that brush,
that's
that
only one of the things he's decided. I think, Olivia, it's not so much about the children. It's part about the children. But it's actually somebody saying you're not worthy of being around me and my family because of who you are. Not because of what choices you made and how much strength and resilience it took to make alternative decisions. It feels like an attack.
It is. He doesn't like me as a person who I am, and it's.
And this is the thing I'm going to say you're not going to like.
Go on.
So, so, some people are not going to like you. So,
I think it was just the fact that to have someone tell me I'm not allowed around their children when I've gone above and beyond for them and their children, it broke me.
It's
Like, I
pretty
broke.
shitty, but people are not always going to accept you or tolerate you. And to be honest with you, Olivia, he sounds like somebody who you don't really want to have accept you. I don't want you to be his best friend
Oh,
based
God,
on
no.
everything you've told of me. I've never even met this man, so I'll refrain from some judgment. But at the same time, you're telling me that the things that you've said today are he's super judgmental. He doesn't have the integrity to tell someone about the,
School stuff.
license. What do you have to get? Anyway, something like that. Is it called permit?
Permit.
Permit. He doesn't, he's fracturing relationships with his friends. He's shown a lack of compassion and consideration for your situation in life, whilst he did accept the lower offer for the house. But
Different person, though.
oh, is it?
Hmm.
Our
the
landlord
landlord
is
is-
not Dollar Man.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
Dollar
two different
Man...
people.
he was the same guy.
No.
This is where it gets confusing sometimes when I don't know people's names.
Oh,
It's a-
landlord and Dollar Man. Those are the names I'm using.
I thought that the landlord was Dollar Man.
No, but that is two people who have decided they don't like me without actually getting to know me.
Yeah.
And this is...
But that's okay. People will judge you. We talk about in therapy, people talk all the time about, people will come and they'll be like, people are judging me and I don't know how I feel about that. And the short answer is yes, they are, Olivia. Like, as much as psychologists out there will always say, the judgments are not, one, they're not warranted, they're not valid. I also can't stop people from making them, because they should talk to their therapist about it. But they are not going to therapy. You are. They're living their best life in la la, I don't have insight land. But because I think everybody needs therapy.
I think everybody needs therapy. We both on that one. Yeah.
So, but I think you can't, people are going to judge you, and you can choose to let them ruin your day, or you can choose to be you and be consistently you, because you have to, the only person whose opinion that matters about how you are is your own. The only person's opinion that matters is yours. If I decided that you were a jerk face, for example, you would have to, I'm not going to, but you'd have to say, well, that's her opinion.
Yeah, I get that.
They can have an opinion. It doesn't make it right. They might also like macadamia ice cream, but it's gross. They can be wrong about a lot of things in life, from everything from what kind of pizza they order, to what they wear, to who they marry, to what their drink is. There's people that drink Southern Comfort.
I enjoy Southern Comfort. Thank you very much.
I think this is helpful
That's
very
the
much,
truth.
because
but he can have an opinion of you. It doesn't make it true. The only thing that makes it true of you is if you let it make it true of you.
what devastated me and broke me wasn't him judging me.
You're still here. Nothing's broken.
Yeah, true. But it was the fact that I am now basically the sole reason why the kids won't come to the house. But obviously talking with you is helping, because like you've said, Merv's a
You're
golden...
not the sole reason they're not coming to the house.
That's what
You're
it
actually not the
feels
reason
like.
at all.
What
The reason is the dad's choice. The dad's reason that they're not coming to the house. You haven't said they can't come to the house. You haven't said, I don't want you at the house. You haven't said, no, no, no.
No.
He has said. So the reason they're not coming to the house is him, not you.
That's correct.
Why don't I not be able to see that? This is why therapy helps. So, yeah,
Because
okay.
you're in the self-judgments. You're judging you right now because of what he said.
I have been an absolute mess. Yesterday was the first day that I had where it was like a nice day.
It was a good day
It was a
yesterday.
good day.
Let me just say one thing. I'll use the ice cream thing as an example, all right? He might really like macadamia ice cream. And you might be like, I don't really like macadamia ice cream. But he'll go, I really like macadamia ice cream. So you might be like, you know what? I'll try it. I'll try it. And that's what's happening in your head. I don't like her. And you're like, oh, I thought I kind of did like her, but okay, maybe I don't. Do I like this? I'm not sure. But then you have somebody else like me. I'm allergic to macadamia.
Okay.
I'm not ever like macadamia ice cream. So he can like it all he wants, but he's stupid. Like, it's bad. It's bad. It kills people.
I get you, yeah.
So he can not like you. And you can be like, maybe I don't like me. Maybe that's the truth because you're having that influence. But I'm like, you don't have to have his influence because he can be wrong, just like he is about the ice cream, right?
That makes sense. I've just been, like
Yesterday,
you said.
You said yesterday was a better day, though. So let's focus on accumulating positives. What's the good things?
Well, so now that we obviously know that we've, got the house, we're working through unpacking the last of the boxes that I've got, right? And I had to call the New Zealand Births, Deaths and Marriages and the Australian Home Affairs last Friday for information regarding my citizenship application. And
Yay.
one of the things I needed was proof of when I arrived in the country, and I knew that I had my old passport somewhere in a box from in Melbourne.
I remember this exact conversation I had to have with myself. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know where the box was, so we pulled all the ones out of the garage and we were going through them yesterday, and then I saw that there was these two small boxes like tucked into the room that had been there the whole time that I didn't realize were there. And upon opening them, I was like, hallelujah, I know this stuff was in my bedside tables, which is where the passports were, the old ones. So we worked through everything and trying to sort stuff into different piles. Like, I don't have to buy a pen for the next, I don't know how many years, because
100 years.
I have so many pens, it turns out, for example. But we found the passports. Merv found the passports. So I now have everything I need and just have to upload the documents to the application and I can submit it. So it's all ready to go, and it turns out on a pension it's $80 instead of the standard fee, which is $575. So that's incredible, I think. And I'm over the moon.
I just had to tell the Social Security office that
Yeah.
I had no idea where my Social Security number was. I was like,
Well, it has this thing on the website saying that there is such a backload of people requesting their international travel documents for this reason. They were like, you can put down the nearest date you can think of,
yeah,
and then we'll have to do it.
I
Yeah.
just picked the date, went with it.
Well, like I said,
After my birthday, before Christmas, somewhere in there.
yeah. Well, like I said,
And they
so
accepted it, obviously. I'm here.
obviously, yes. So the only thing I did find out though when I called Home Affairs is that citizen applications are anywhere between 6 to 11 months to process from the date. But at least I've got everything I need. I've already done it all. I just have to go through and just add that particular.
Even for New Zealanders?
Yep.
Yep. Just first and best dress, sort of, whatever that thing is, they just do it in the order that they arrive. But yeah, so I'm feeling good about that.
It's supposed to be fast track for New Zealanders, but it's not making any difference.
Do you get to have a ceremony?
Yes. Yeah, they get to have a ceremony in Gladstone.
And then
It's only
obviously
2
the
hours away.
test.
You can go to that.
It's 20 minutes away.
20 minutes to Gladstone.
It's an hour and a half to Rockhampton. Where?
Is it?
Yep.
Promise.
Where?
6 hours from north of Brisbane
Yeah.
and an hour and a half south of Rockhampton.
Yeah, it was 6 hours north of Brisbane.
Yeah, but people know on, like...
Yeah, they know where we are, yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you in Mackay? That's not 20 minutes from Gladstone.
No, that's where Winnie and Sammy lived when they were coming down and up to the farm.
Mackay is from here 5.5 hours north.
Jesus.
Yeah. So we're right by Gladstone, pretty much.
Okay.
20 minutes out.
It's a handy little airport.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah. So, I mean, in that sense, That is very helpful because I've been taking everything on. Like, oh my God,
Been like, oh, he says I'm bad, so I'm bad. You're not bad.
it wasn't even
He's allowed to
him. Like,
or
as I said to, oh my God, I
you
literally am
used to just
sticking
say,
to
oh,
myself.
whatever, he's a jerk. You remember when you were dating that guy who lived across the street or down the road or whatever it was? He was a total dick. Remember?
Of course,
he
I
wasn't
remember.
good
He's the
for
last
you. That
person
was
I had sex with.
unprofessional. That was unprofessional. Sorry. The
No,
guy
you
that
were
was-
right. You know how I like therapy. You're
But
fine.
you know that guy that you
Yeah,
were
he's
seeing
my
who
feet.
treated
There's a feature article on my website written about the dude. It's like 8,000 words. So yeah, it's not a secret.
he had judgments and he was like
Mm-hmm. He surely
not
did.
good for you.
Yeah, that's why I don't date.
At the time, you were like, I don't care what he thinks because he's full of shit anyway. Like that, you would just be like, meh.
It,
But now you're like, oh.
it's the
Because you're
kids.
trying so hard to make it work. And I get it. You want it to work. You want to fit in. You want to engage the community and have connections. You're like, please. And you're not going to win everybody. That's okay.
And I'm
Win the ones
good
that
with.
you will actually get to know and actually like. Win those ones.
Yeah,
Like
well, the
eating
neighbours behind us are coming for dinner, so tonight,
Okay.
which is nice.
Are they vegetarian too?
Nope.
No, but we're gonna do something easy actually, because I was like, what can we do that's easy for all of us? But we're just gonna go to the shops and get like what is it, like a quiche, and he makes these like really good boiled and then deep fried potatoes with a green salad and hot oven rolls. But it's more about the company. But
Nobody's gonna critique your cooking. It's fine.
Do better if they do.
exactly.
If they didn't want you to cook, you'd go out for dinner. If they cared, you'd go out. It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
They live literally right behind us. They're over the fence, so it's easy. But like yeah, this isn't really interesting because I have been feeling really shit up until yesterday. Like the 2 days before yesterday, so Sunday, Monday, I pretty much spent them all in my room, crying, yelling, wanting to leave, questioning over and over and over again if I am supposed to be here. But it was all coming back to the fact that I just felt like the kids were going to miss out because of everything happening.
Unfortunately, that very well might be true, but it's also beyond your control to resolve.
This is true, which is helpful
The kids
because
might. That's just shit for the kids. The
that is
parents,
true.
parents keepers of the children. The parents do dumb things for their children all the time.
This is true. This is true.
You know, sometimes with good intentions, sometimes without. But okay, you've given the opinion, you've encouraged it. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him do anything.
Yeah, that is
He
true.
He has to live with his life and his choices, and so he's the reason the kids are gonna miss out on having you in their lives. That's true.
That helps.
Until they're old enough to make their own choices.
Yeah, that's what I figure.
They're beyond the point where you can hold them into their baby seats, so it's probably not that far away.
You're 11 and 16, so you know. But
I was 16. If my parents told me not to see somebody, I'll tell you what I used to do.
probably the same thing we all did, I'm guessing. So I guess then coming to like DBT stuff, this whole opposite action, like I've said to Merv, I can hear you in my head every time I go to my room and I shut the door and I lie on my bed and I'm like, I'm not getting out of here. And then you pop up and I'm hearing, that's not what we're meant to do. You know we need to do opposite action. What is the opposite action of lying in my room with the door shut? Getting the fuck up and doing something. So I can hear it all.
With your friends.
So much easier said than done though.
It is.
Is
It
it?
is.
You just have to sit with the distress of this is shitty. Because it won't always be shitty. I'll tell you the thing I was going to tell you off camera, but I'll tell you now.
Do you want me to take that off camera or not? Because if it's fun, these people all love learning from us.
That it makes me anxious. So people, we talk about doing dumb things.
Oh my God, I've been thinking about that. Gorgeous. Absolutely.
Why? So it seemed like all a good idea. Why? It
Yeah.
won't always be like this, but for now, I'm like,
Is it that bad?
it's a lot.
Yeah. How old?
11 weeks. It's a puppy, those of you that can't see it.
What kind of puppy? It's quite cute.
It's a border collie.
Border collie.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Really? Yeah. So then you say, okay, we go into this situation and we're like, this is going to be great. We can do it. And then it happens and you're like, whoa, this is hard. And then you start to question, can I do it? Should I have done it? Is this the right thing for me? Am I messing it up? Am I messing up them, the dog? Am I messing up me? Am I messing up my kids? Is this bad? The kids are scared. What do I do? Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do it. You get advice from like 25,000 people. Check with all my friends. Is this right? Should I do that? Give it the antler. Is that what I'm supposed to give it? Anyway, give it an antler. Don't give it an antler. Give it a pen. Give it a crate. Give it a backyard. Don't do it. I don't know. Blah blah blah. Short answer is, I'm gonna screw it up 1,000 times before we get it right, if we ever get it right. But I'll tell you what, the puppy period, it doesn't last forever, Liv.
That's true.
It's true. Too true.
So we're gonna go with, it could be really hard, and I can go into my day and I can go, this is gonna be hell on earth. And partly it is. I'm not gonna lie. Partly it is. 1 o'clock in the morning when it won't go into the damn crate to go to sleep, I'm telling you what. It's hell. But it's not all hell.
That's true.
Then you see things like my kids playing with the dog for a minute, like in between the jumping scared moments.
Yeah.
They have a good thing. And I have to look at both things, because if I only look at the bad stuff, I'm going to be like, "Bleh," and I'll probably read the dog.
Yeah.
But if I look at the balanced things and I have that reminder, that self-talk, reassurance, validation, this is really hard and it won't last forever. This is really hard and we've got each other's backs. This is really hard and... So you can be really hard and great. It can be brave and scary. It can be raining and beautiful. It can be hot and good swimming weather.
Mm-hmm. I am dripping. No word of a lie.
But that's the thing. Like we can tolerate things that make us uncomfortable, because you know what? Then therapy will be over. You'll put the aircon back on. You'll be like in the refrigerator. And
Literally.
Okay, we can hold it because you know that's what's going to happen. I can hold it because I can maybe see something cute at the other end of the, I don't know, 15 more years. I don't know. But I'm going to try real hard to not screw it up and accept improvements along the way.
How long have you had it?
Since Saturday.
It's Wednesday, yeah? As in Saturday just been?
I was like, is it Wednesday? Did you see that? I don't even know because I haven't slept since then.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's still really early, okay?
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I remember talking about it with you off camera once back in Melbourne. Yeah.
And we were like, maybe. And then you know what? Things have to change. And you know what we have to do sometimes is we have to force change. And we have to tolerate the hardness of it before that. Should I have changed it with a puppy? I don't know. Our doctors, my husband and I went there and we're getting older. And the doctor's like, you should really do more exercise. It will help your blood pressure. And she was like, you should get a dog. And then I took her very literally.
Yeah, I get that.
But that's what we do, right? Like we do this and it forces change. Now, before you really know what you're in for, you're through it.
This is true.
And that's what you have to do. You got to just get through it. Once you're on the roller coaster, there is no eject button. You're just on it until it's over. Ride the wave, darling.
Because I always get through it eventually.
Certainly does.
I've been making videos for over 3 years. That proves I get through the shit. It's
Ride the wave. Because what goes down
comes
levels
back.
out. But it can be really scary, and then it can be really, really, really scary, and then a little bit of fun.
Yeah, okay. This is very, very helpful. This is why therapy is wonderful.
Because it's a roller coaster, puppy dog, fun opinions about bad ice creams. Liquor.
But you help me see stuff from different
Merv's like,
perspectives, you
You
know.
need a new therapist. Look at him.
Well, I've told him how
Someone
wonderful.
who's like, tell me how you feel about
Me?
My mum thinks therapy is like that. That's for
It
sure.
can be like that, and that has a place. It's just not for you.
No, God, no. Mm-mm.
Some
This
people
is
do have therapy like that.
no, I know that. I mean, I did the psych degree. I know that, and my friends have done honours, but this is the kind of therapy I need. Um, I've got the paperwork for you to send through. I just haven't done it yet. But
Okay.
everything is, well, better now that I've spoken to
But actually,
you.
things are really good. You've got a stable house, a beautiful friend, and you know what? Establishing boundaries with people like Dollar Van and stuff, and knowing that this is not really what we want to invest our time and energy in. We'll just take a step back a little bit for you, Olivia.
Yeah.
Whether that's different for Merv is fine.
Yeah.
But that in itself, like, that's still progress. Like, just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not really important and great for you.
Thank you.
Like, the puppy phase will be really great for my blood pressure after. Don't worry, it's not that bad.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. She didn't say here's some medicine. She said you should get a dog. Like, it's okay.
I get it. That's how I ended up with Boss. So
Yeah.
Right.
And we've still got Jackson here, so.
Yeah. And we've rearranged our.
Long term, great and hard.
Yeah. I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. But I have noticed, and every time Liv has a down day or down couple of days or whatever, she's coming back faster to somewhere nice than what she was when she first arrived here. So
There's huge progress. Huge progress.
Mm.
Stability and connection will do that for you.
This is true.
And then you felt unstable. One of the foundations started to shake,
Yep,
and now it's secure again.
that's true. Definitely feeling so much better about it. So this has been very, very helpful, as always.
Invest in friendships that you want to have, not that you're forcing to have.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've definitely can see everything.
Like this.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. I know. I'll let you take care of the next, make an appointment or whatever, and yeah.
Do you want me to do it now while I've got you on the phone? Or do you want me to call you?
Sure.
When do you want, Olivia?
I don't know, say in another 3 weeks maybe.
3 weeks, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday?
Wednesday's fine. What date would that be?
12th of March.
Yeah, that's fine.
Monday's a public holiday. Don't know about where you people live.
It's very confusing, different states. I will give you that one. Around
So
this
just
time
be
is...
aware of milk and stuff.
No, that's cool. Just, yeah. Because it's funny, because we're an hour behind you, so it's like only just hitting 2 p.m. now for us.
Do your texts come for the right thing then? Probably
Yeah,
not.
because I've set it up for when I save you into my calendar that it adjusts to the daylight savings time. So I know that your 2 p.m.
Daylight
is mine.
savings, and then it'll get even harder.
What? No, because daylight saving ends, we'll be back to normal with yours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How about we do 12th of March at, what time did I just press the button for?
2 usually, at your time.
Yeah. 2 usually my time.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine, if that's
Good?
available.
Okay. I will send you the email.
Awesome. And I'll send you the email with the paperwork.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Yes, you will. Thank
Good to
you.
see you, Merv.
Yeah, lovely to
Come
meet you.
again.
Cheers.
So nice to see you. Friends.
Yes.
Come on in. Therapy. Welcome anytime.
Exactly. Bye,
Too
doll.
easy. Bye-bye.
Bye. Do you need to see me off camera, you said?
No, I told you everything, I think. Oh, yeah, actually.